Hey guys, what's up? I'm just gonna show you a quick show off of my current project. So it's pretty easy. You run the server .bat and it will start up the server. The server consists of a single broker, which is a piece of code that runs and simply stores data, and then a worker, two workers, I only did two, and they both gather data and store data on the broker, so like players' positions and stuff, so they can, so you can get that data. Each worker is actually a different, like another instance of the server. So when I connect to this page, it will pick a worker, and that worker will be the one hosting the page. So the more workers I have, the more data I can have, or the more traffic I can have. So I can connect. Right now I have a session saved, so that means when I click sign in, it will just take me straight to the profile page. Whereas if you aren't already signed in, it will simply take you to Steam. Steam will ask you to log in. You'll log in with Steam, and then it will take you to this page. It gathers some information from Steam's API servers. It gets your avatar from Steam, your ID, your Steam name, and then it creates some data, just your level, and it creates a position. I already have a position in here. Then you can click play. It kind of, all right. This is very like crappy game. All right, like right now this is not a very good game. But I am moving right now. It's just the camera follows the player, so you can't really see the, you can't see the movements when it's not next to like the walls here. These are the walls. So like if I move this way, you'll see now it doesn't look like I'm moving, but I totally am. And now if you look in here, it tracks all my movements. Can't really keep it up, but you can see that Icy hates position, my ID, and then tells me my new position. So I can now, you'll see I'm up in this corner now. I can go back to the profile page. On logout from the game, it will store this data back onto what's called a redis server, redis, I don't know, don't care. So this is the redis server. It's not really anything to look at. It just sort of stores some JSON data, and then upon going to this website, it will pull off that server and ask, I'll ask it for the position. So it puts my position right here. If I click play, it does the same thing it did to get the position onto that profile page. It pulls the information, and then upon joining the game, it will set my character to that position. And that's all I really have so far. My next goals are to implement smooth movement and horizontal scaling. So the workers you saw earlier, I have two workers. That's called vertical scaling. I can have more than one worker. I can have as many as I want, but it's best to just have one for each core of your CPU, and that's called vertical scaling, and that can only go so far. It can only go to how many cores your CPU has. Whereas horizontal scaling, you can actually host a whole bunch of instances of your server on a bunch of different machines, and they'll all handle individual connections, so that way you can handle more traffic. The idea of this project was not really, it was initially to make a game, but then I saw that scalability is more interesting topic, so that's kind of what this revolves around. It will, however, be a fully functioning game. It will be a pretty cool game. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. Whatever. See ya.